So instead of titling this episode of Attack on Titan something that involves Kenny, I believe, and hopefully I believe right, I decided to title this about Reiner and Bertolt because there's something kind of huge that happens at the end of this episode. And obviously you guys that have seen it and are watching this review probably already know what I'm talking about, but there's something more that happens there. First off, put into perspective, Bertolt and Reiner, aka technically just Reiner, fought the Beast Titan, Zeke. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Why was he fighting him if their plan has always been to go after the coordinator? Why did they fight the Beast Titan? I mean, I believe there was something it seemed as if that they know the Beast Titan. They've seen him before. It was a time when the castle fell down and they threw the rock at it or something like that. The look in Bertolt, I think it was Bertolt's eyes. I'm not sure if it's Bertolt or Reiner's eyes. I can't remember exactly, but it's as if they're at least familiar with the person. So it makes me wonder, and it could be wrong slightly here, but it makes me wonder, why was Reiner fighting the Beast Titan if his plan was to go after the coordinator anyways? If Bertolt and Reiner have wanted to go after Eren, the coordinator, as they did in season 2, why are they fighting someone else about it? Why? And then and then the Beast Titan goes on to say, that's our priority then. We're going after the coordinator. Okay, Reiner, why'd you fight him? Why didn't you just work with him? You want to go after the coordinator. So why are you fighting about it? Did you change your mind? Did you have a change of heart? And that's something that I want people to think about. I don't know the true answer to that. I'm only an anime only, but it's something that we do need to look into. And Reiner got the shit knocked out of him. Put into perspective, he does have the armor on him. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to break the armor, and his armor was crushed into itty-bitty pieces. So, they're in the Tross district, it looks like. So, they're going to be waiting for him. Looks like we're going to be heading to the basement area soon enough. So, yeah, other than that, though, hopping on to the Kenny stuff, great Kenny stuff. This is where Attack on Titan shines. Attack on Titan does a damn good job of showcasing depth to its show, depth to its, main narratives, and then side and or sub narratives per se. But I love to see that Uri and Kenny actually became friends due to the fact that Uri was someone who bowed his head whenever he was the king. Someone who's supposed to be so self-righteous. Someone who's supposed to be above all, the one above all, basically, right? And within the kingdom, the true king. And he bowed to someone who was nothing more than a civilian, technically. I mean, he's Ackerman, but they're persecuted. They're nothing more than civilians. Hey, hell, in the king's eyes, they should be lower than the civilians, even. I mean, they're persecuted by the kingdom. So, and he bows his head and actually apologizes for, to him. And that's something that really gained Kenny's respect, to see he is down there, to see he is even keel. And that was cool to see, especially since they're so opposite, and that's kind of that's kind of the narrative of the episode. The story is Kenny trying to find out why that is, find out why Uri was the way he was, especially since Uri was someone who did not believe in the first king's rule and or vision of humanity needs to die out. He believed, Uri was someone who believed in, no, I want to see that paradise. Things are going to crumble soon after I pass on, Kenny. And he didn't know around the head. He knew. He's someone who was very perceptive of the way things were going, slightly, slowly and slightly and very subtly, but yet they still went the way in which he envisioned. And that's pretty cool to see every time. But on top of that, though, we find out Levi, let's call him Lenny, right? Yeah, let's call him Lenny. Levi / Kenny? No, Lenny, no, but Levi is actually Kushel's son, aka that is Kenny's nephew. So Uncle Kenny, it's crazy to see, and it always sucks to see that because it's just kind of like, what could this squad have been if Kenny joined their ranks of Levi and them? Oh, such a good squad, right? I mean, such a freaking good squad. I mean, it's nice to see, speaking of squads, how Kenny kind of slowly and subtly, just kind of slid right in there and said, I got control this squad because I want to make it my own, and we're going to do our own damn thing. Uri's gone. I don't believe in the path of the kingdom because I have no one to believe in, and that's cool to see that that's how their squad came about. I mean, this was during the time where the giant titan appeared, so it makes you wonder, did Uri know about Bertolt or Reiner or wherever they're from? Did he know about the titan? There's apparently a shifting village or something. Obviously there has to be some kind of shifter village where shifters reside or something. There just has to be. I don't know. I really want to know where Bertolt and Reiner come from, and Annie, of course. It does seem as if the Beast Titan is familiar for sure with everything too. I do need to add this in here. I hate that I'm adding this in here now, but nonetheless, it seems as if the Beast Titan, once again, he is aware of Annie as well. So maybe their priority was Annie instead of Aaron now, and that's why he's pissed off. He's like, no, Annie comes second still. So I mean, it seems as if the Beast Titan is familiar with one another. We were never given that answer directly. We're hinted at that. We're kind of maybe slightly foreshadowed. It's just weird. Attack on Titan does a great job of, like throwing the rock. Why would you throw a rock at them? You know what I mean? Why would you throw a rock at Bertolt and Reiner if you knew they were over there? Maybe he didn't quite know they were over there. He just knew there's some kind of, there were some people in the military. But at the same time, he doesn't even know what maneuver gear is, so he just seems so unfamiliar with everything. But I don't know. Once again, season 2 kind of showed that they're at least familiar with the person. Whether they knew him in depth, who knows? I don't know if they know the Beast Titan in depth, but maybe they technically do work with one another. But this is the Beast Titan's first stroll into the land of humanity per se. But other than that though, I think the last thing we need to talk about here is actually that may be everything. I think that is everything. But yeah, just kind of going over a couple things here really quick. Once again, it's kind of cool to see, and this is the last thing we need to talk about, Kenny not taking, he parented Levi, but he did not parent Levi. He told him how to fight. He taught him how to fight, and of course that explains why Levi is who he is now, right? But that's cool to see how he just kind of like left him there. Now I want to see why did Levi change? Why did Levi become someone who works for the army, the military, and someone who works to better humanity? Why does he not go down the path of his own ideals? Why does his moral compass say this is the right thing to do? Fighting for humanity is the right thing to do. Instead of fighting for yourself and your own ideals. Why is he fighting for the people's dreams? I don't know. That's something I want to know. But other than that, though, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.